YOLO swag, what is going on, guys? I'm Boss 45664 here, and today I'm doing chapter 1 still of a fateful flight of the story by that guy. Yeah, I can't read his name, so I can't tell. Yeah, so yeah, let's continue. I'm fine, Twilight. It's nothing, she replied. Twilight wasn't complete. Oh, no, no. The two returned to the cushion. Spike entered the room carrying refreshments. He kindly greeted the princess. The three chatted for a bit. Then the little purple dragon, Puff the magic dragon, lived by the sea. The purple dragon left, leaving the two mayors alone to talk. They spoke about various things and how they'd both been, and their lives in general. The two spent nearly 2 hours together. The hour grew late, and Luna had to leave, but no kissing, no hugging, not a single goodbye. She just left. She didn't care. She's not her friend. She only uses her for money. No. Hold on, sorry, something was hanging and I didn't like it. The two returned to his cushion. The hours grew late and Luna had to leave. She thanked Twilight and Spike for their gracious hospitality, and then she departed. Posh. Then there's a giant line. Line. The princess unfolded her long, majestic wings and took to the air. Luna sincerely hoped Twilight hadn't thought she had been rude, but she needed to get away. The lavender unicorn never knew it, but the princess had almost cancelled her visit. The dark blue alicorn had been feeling more and more troubled as of lately. As of lately, period. I'm just gonna do that. Her thoughts continued dwelling on her haunting past. Luna still felt so very confused, despite Celestia having said all was forgiven. She was grateful the elements of harmony had cleansed her, but something still ate at her. The evil demon inside was waiting to be set free now. The world she knew had changed so drastically. For 1,000 years, she had been known as Nightmare Moon, a mare of darkness. I was born. I'm not a Batman fan. I'm not a superhero fan. I was born in the darkness. But I just know that line so much because of Vanos Gaming. The Mare of Darkness. The princess had been unloved by the ponies, while her elder sister, was beloved and cherished by all, because she was Santa Claus. No, that just fit in, so I had to say it. The alicorn flew into the night sky. She didn't know where she was heading. The princess didn't even care. She just wanted so badly to get away. Even though she had been forgiving and was making new friends, Luna still felt so riddled with guilt and sorrow. It was nearly maddening. No. The alicorn knew she didn't need to feel this way, but she couldn't help it. At that moment, Luna almost wished she could leave Equestria and go anywhere else. Her wings beat swiftly against the brisk night air as she sailed along quickly at a pace that even Rainbow Dash would even find impressive. Then, as Luna looked up, she discovered an odd portal emerging before her. It seemed to appear form out of nowhere. She tried to reverse her wings and slow her pace, but it was too late. An outside force almost seemed to be dragging her to the gateway. The princess closed her eyes as she flew into the portal. Opening her eyes, she appeared to be as she flew into the portal. I'm just gonna add this in. ... Just added that in. I didn't edit the story at all. I'm just reading it. I just said I'd add it in, but it's not edited at all. Opening her eyes, she appeared to have crossed the threshold. Though it didn't appear she had ended up anywhere else, night was still occurring. The moon and stars continued to shine in the sky. Oh, come on. Stop yawning. I haven't been yawning all day besides now. No, this was opening her eyes. Didn't appear. The moon and stars continued to shine in the sky. Then she discovered something was very wrong with the celestial bodies. The moon was out of phase. It had just nearly been halfway through its first quarter. Now it appeared to have just started waning, being full. Luna also noticed the stars were out of alignment. The constellations weren't in the same patterns, and it would seem the portal had taken her to a different land. But where was she now? Question mark. No, I'm not gonna do that joke anymore. The princess glanced back over her shoulder. She saw the portal was still opened and glowing. Though she was a little curious about this new land, she didn't really have the energy to go exploring. Thus, she decided to simply go back and head home. Just as she began to change direction, a heavy tailwind kicked up. Flying became all but impossible for her. In the moments she was the airborne pony lost control and began careening about the darkening sky. Her course took her dangerously close to a tree. Her left wing struck one of the tree's lower limbs. Luna was knocked out of the air and went crashing into the grassy ground below. She landed, making a noticeable thud. Thud. There was a thud. Sound effects. The pony's crash did not go unnoticed. Nearby stood a small ranch house. Though the hour was late, the dweller that was still awake. He was still awake. Okay then. He noticed the sound of the crash. The area in which he lived rarely experienced anything out of the ordinary. A sudden crashing noise in the night would certainly draw attention. Luna heard the door shut off. Heard a door shut off in the distance. A gentle breeze began blowing, rustling the blades of grass and leaves. And leaves in the nearby trees she had struck. As the breeze hushed, she heard the sound of footfalls along the grass. The princess knew that someone was approaching. She had to run away. There was no telling if the approaching individual was friendly or hostile. She didn't know where she was. Was she in the zombie apocalypse or in Slender Man? No. Cautiously, Luna tried to stand, but she succeeded in making it up to her hooves quickly. Hooves. Quickly, she unfolded their wings. A sharp pain in her left wing prevented her from taking off. Flying was unfortunately out for the time being. This left her with only one recourse. That was to gallop away. She placed her right hoof in front and forward to get her footing. Just as she put weight on it, she felt another sharp pain in her ankle. Instead of moving forward, she collapsed. The princess remained still, hoping to go unnoticed. She knew if things got ugly, there was always her magic to rely on. A glow coming from a floodlight pooled around her. No, flashlight. The silhouette of an individual unlike any creature she had seen before in countless years. It had 5, 6, 10 things coming out of its back. It wore a tuxedo. It wore a suit. Its facial feature. Oh God, it had no facial features. Its face was white. It was tall, around 7 to 9 feet. Its arms were going so long that they nearly touched the ground. And whenever it got near, it hurt to look at. No. Alright, let me just scroll down. Stupid scroll wheels! You're always so depressing. Seen in countless years, grasped light in its left hand. The shape of the figure seemed oddly familiar to her. Finally, the person caught up to her. The same light revealing her also revealed the creature. Studying it carefully, Luna recognized it as a human. From what she could tell, it was an adult male accompanied by a black gold. An adult male, still somewhat on the young side. He was clad in clothing bearing an unfamiliar style to her. The man was in fact dressed in blue jeans, accompanied by a black gold buckle belt. Why would you need to explain the belt? A dark green long sleeve shirt covered by a dark blue. This guy likes dark blue and blue period. Okay then. Lined jacket. I said jacket. Unzipped. The gray and black shoes craning her head upward. She saw he possessed a head of thick, short black hair. Sorry, my hair is brown. Just extremely dark brown. So yeah, take that. Time to get sassy on you. Sass. Okay, the human on the other hand couldn't help but stare at her. No. The gray and black shoes. What? Oh, Craning her head upward, she saw he possessed a head of thicket. His eyes were too poorly illuminated for her to distinguish their color. Still, the calm expression on his face made her feel a little at ease. Okay, let me just check while there's a period. Oh wow, just barely striking 10 minutes. Wow. Okay. Well then. You recorded this already. The human on the other hand couldn't help but stare at her for several moments. He had never seen a pony quite like her. As far as he knew, ponies never had fur or manes in such color combination. He noticed how elegant her shoes were and that she was wearing jewelry. Scratching his head for a moment, he concluded that she must be one of the wealthy horse farmers on the other side of town. She was unlike anything he had ever laid eyes on. He thought she was incredibly beautiful for a pony. Oh, angel pony! Like all humans, he endeavored to speak to her, though he didn't expect to get a response. Are you okay? No, wait. Voice crack. Are you okay? The man asked. What happened next took him quite by surprise. No, I think I'm injured, she replied. No, I think I'm injured, she replied in a trembling voice. I can't do trembling voices. I'm gonna start reading to myself in a second. No, I mustn't. I must keep reading for people who enjoy reads. The man's eyes widened as he struggled to keep from dropping his flashlight. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? We gotta get out of here now. She spoke! Never in his life had he ever known a pony or horse to speak. You could talk? He asked in astonishment. Luna sighed and replied, Yes, I can. No. Yes, I can. He could barely believe his own ears. But she had spoke twice. This is hardly a coincidence. You can talk. Where are you from? He asked. I'm from the land called... I can't do the joke. I forget it. From a land called Equestria, Luna replied. I am not aware of any such place here on Earth. Where is Equestria? He responded. I'd take too long to explain, she replied. The pony winced from pain in their wing and ankle. Shaking his head, the man figured the explanations could wait. Right now, she clearly needed some help. Are you hurt? He expressed, noticing her favor her right front hoof, and more amazingly, her left wing. The man began to feel that his senses were deceiving him. Ponies don't have wings, he thought. Let me help you. Luna pulled back, uncertain of his intentions. It's okay. I won't hurt you. My name is David. David Mason. No. What's yours? He asked in a calm voice. Her ears drooped for a moment. My name is Luna, she replied. The princess figured she'd keep her royal status a secret for the time being. Luna. That's Luna. ... That's a lovely name, he replied. She merely blinked and puzzled by his words. Okay. I just need you to stand up for me, David said softly. She slowly rose to her feet, staring at him curiously. He stood by her right side. Okay, now try to get up on your hind legs if you can. Then place your right front leg over my right shoulder. He instructed. Luna did so. Standing on her hind legs, she stood an inch taller than David. Nice neck you have there. He must have stood around 5'10". That's small. On all fours, she was about an inch shorter than he was. Oh wow. Once she had her hoof around his shoulder, she leaned against him. Luna was surprisingly light for a full-grown horse. Pony, or perhaps she was just really light on her feet. Either way, this made aiding her much easier than David expected. Okay now, I'll take you back to my place, Luna, and we'll see about fixing you, he said compassionately. Fixing you up? Oh, fixing you up. Fixing you up. Fixing you. I'm gonna fix you like the toy you are. What? He said compassionately. Okay, David. Okay, ... David. The princess replied. She still felt a bit uneasy, but he was the only one who could help her at the moment. Gradually, the human's home grew closer and closer. but the princess couldn't make out the details of his dwelling due to the obscuring shroud of the night. Thankfully, his home didn't have a foreboding quality to it. On the contrary, it felt oddly welcoming. David carefully balanced the injured Luna. Oh god, I just remembered what this story is. Ugh. In the second chapter, there's stuff in it which I don't think I really want to read to you guys. Let's just say it's NSFW. Gradually, David carefully balanced the injured Luna on his shoulder while he slowly opened the door. Inside, Luna discovered a very well-lit room. The walls had a rustic cabin design. The room was well furnished with a plush tan sofa, a coffee table on two dark, comfy, easy chairs. The room contained additional furnishings like shelves and even some items that she was unfamiliar with. There were decorative wall sconces on a few table lamps. Okay, let me just check. Okay, I'm gonna end it here. The same chapter. This guy does a lot. He's a really good person at making this stuff. So I'll see you all later. Peace. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna try to get my mic to go at the tallest of them all. All right, you might want to skip this part. Just pause it and go to the next part by looking it up. Okay. All right. Okay. I did it! I got it all the way up! I feel accomplished. Yes! Okay, well, see you all in the next video. Bye.